Hello and welcome back to Californium. We are in some sort of terrible realm. There's a lot of Californian patriotic references here, but we're going to continue our way forward. No doubt using these triangles, because I don't think we can follow that path. It looks all broken and terrible. Oh, that's nice. That looks a lot more reasonable. I'll level with you. Okay. I get the feeling that at this point, Elvin has completely lost it.
It's not very hospitable here.
Not at all.
All around us, nothing but ruins and entropy.
I think I'm wallowing in
Yet
my
I
own
did
self-pity
warn
at this
you,
point.
Elvin. One should not meddle with multiple universes.
Yeah, probably not. Probably wouldn't be for the best. Hey, what are you doing here? Hey, mate, you gonna... Oh, no. Oh, no, he's just become a cardboard cutout. Oh, look at that. Oh, you know what that is? That's an I-Ching symbol. Huh. Wait a minute. Give me a second, peeps. Give me a second. Okay. So I just looked up this particular hexagram. And according to my source, which is, you know, it's a source, it has the meaning of it's symbolic of small involvement. It indicates that under its conditions, there will be progress and success. Very interesting. What does it imply? Not quite sure. This guy is apparently of very small importance, though. What was he against? He was against the Vietnam War. Interesting. That's something to ponder upon, people. Did we just mess that up? Yeah, we did. That is something to ponder upon. This makes me happy that I took, like, an Asian philosophies class at one point, or else I wouldn't know anything about the I-Ching. Where in the heck are we supposed to go right now? What the heck? Just this way? Is there a staircase back? Oh, there's a staircase. Okay. That explains everything. Okay. What do we got over here?
Chaos.
Yet I did warn you, Elvin, one should not meddle with universes. How can a world possibly exist without laws or rules or temporal ordering?
I have seen worlds beyond your understanding, Elvin, but never such chaos.
Yeah, this is some pretty serious chaos. I feel like Elvin has actually passed into, like, complete despair at this point. What do we got here? Let's sigh. Give me a moment. Okay, so I've got this one too. It is symbolic of nourishment. Happens to be hex number 27 if you care at all. It indicates that with firm correctness, there will be good fortune in what is denoted by it. We must look at what we are seeking to nourish, and by exercise of our thoughts, seek for the proper alignment. Interesting. This is really, like, warranting of further analysis into this. I can't do the necessary analysis just on the fly, but we're still going to read all these hexagrams because I can't even be asked to, like, give up such an important moment of, like, understanding within this story. My word. I'm looking for the hexagram right now. I think I found it. No, I didn't. That's the wrong one. Hexagram 59, not correct. Okay, there it is. Hexagram 18. Keyword repairing the damage, symbolic of inner turmoil and disharmony. Indicates great progress and success within the conditions. There will be advantage in crossing the great stream. He should weigh well, however, in the events of 3 days before the turning point. Okay, okay. So it seems to be indicative of a turning point occurring. That it is necessary to move from one point to another, but it is symbolic of inner turmoil. It's necessary for that turmoil to exist before it's capable of actually passing through into the better realm where the inner turmoil is no longer a thing.
The world is collapsing before your very eyes, yet you continue to juggle with the secrets of creation.
Yeah, more or less. No, I'm just reading I-Chings here, like nobody's business. This dude's got an I-Ching too, and he's an alien. Whoa, how clever. There's actually nothing particularly clever about I-Chings and aliens put together. Okay, this one is number 22, symbolic of poise, beauty, and grace. Indicates that there should be free course. There will be little advantage, however, if it be allowed to advance and take the lead. So there'll be little advantage if it takes the lead. Is that pertaining to beauty in this particular situation? That beauty has little advantage if it holds the majority course? This is most likely either completely understandable, what I'm rambling on about right now, or completely ununderstandable. I will level with you, I-Ching readings are not particularly easy to, you know, decipher. It's not terribly simple.
Why do you
I'll level
persist?
with you. Why?
Perhaps
because
you believe in a superior being, Elvin. According to you, the 8 spirits of Hermopolis will arise from the icy waters of this shapeless and abstract world.
What are you on about? Like narrator. What the heck? Okay, this person found it immediately, number 25. Keyword simplicity and innocence indicates great progress and success, while there will be advantage in being firm and correct. If he is not correct, he will fall into error, and it will not be advantageous for him to move in any direction. Oh, this is stuff to ponder on here, mate. That's the person who wants to evict us because we haven't paid them.
I detect
And
a
yet
fragmentation
innocence.
of orthogonal time, a distortion of space-time dimensions. I no longer have access to the Akashic archives.
What does that mean?
None of this makes sense.
Dude, none of this makes sense to me either. Don't worry, I'm just reading people's I-Chings like nobody's business. Apparently, because we're still high out of our minds. I-Chings were really big back in, like, I think it was the 70s or something. People loved these things. Now, nobody really knows what an I-Ching is, which is probably for the best because, you know, craziness. But anyway, they're generally used for, like, fortune telling is probably the best explanation of what an I-Ching is. It's very interesting. So, symbolic of greatness, number 55. Intimates progress and development when a king has reached the point, which the name denotes. There is no occasion to be anxious. Let him be as the sun at noon. Oh, anxious through fear of a change. Huh. So don't be concerned about the fear that we're going to get fired because this guy's a prick. My word. I'm not sure about that one. My goodness. There's so much information to take in and to try to understand, and I'm just not. It's just too much information.
My force is waning. Elvin, could you please halt this frenzied pursuit? You continue to wander through this labyrinth as if everything were normal. Take the time to think about what you're doing. You think you're the creator of the world, but you're merely a puppet.
I'm trying to take the time to think about what I'm doing. I mean, I'm spending my time to, like, read all of these people's I-Chings, which, quite frankly, is spurring many thoughts, but not really illuminating much at all. Because, it's pretty complex here, mate. Okay, let me find this, guys. Okay, we've got this one. Number 63, symbolic of completion. Intimates progress and success in small matters. There will be advantage in being firm and correct. There has been good fortune in the beginning. There may be disorder in the end. Oh, that's interesting. And this is the guy we were fleeing from because he wanted us on the grounds of, you know, being high out of our minds, which is probably still accurate. Huh. So we got away from him initially, and that was a good thing, but it didn't turn out well for us in the end, because, I mean, I think we can level that right now. Things are... Hey, Stavros! What's up, mate? How you doing? What's your I-Ching? I have to know. I mean, Stavros is just too cool to pass up his I-Ching. So what do we got? Okay, he's I-Ching number 40. Keywords are liberation, symbolic of freedom from or liberation, which makes a lot of sense for him at this point. Advantage will be found in the southwest. If no further operations be called for, there will be good fortune in coming back. If some operations be called for, there will be good fortune in the early conducting of them. The coming back. Well, the coming back would be returning to his homeland? Would it be? I don't feel like there's actually good fortune in that. Well, his character is very based around the freedom I'm constantly slipping down that way, and it's very annoying. His character is built around the concept of, like, the classic American immigrant who left his, like, seemingly oppressive nation to come to America for freedom and jazz, which is what I've gleaned of Stavros's character so far. So it makes sense that he'd have the symbol of freedom from or liberation. But the operation called for, there'll be good fortune in coming back to the old conditions. So that could be indicating some semblance of a problematic, that's actually a problematic idea, and it's not actually accurate that Stavros is really any better off in his current state than he was before. Huh. Hello? Do you have an I-Ching too? I'm really into this I-Ching stuff. It's really interesting.
It's not good for either one of us.
Is it not?
Let me make a suggestion. We end the experiment, I make my report, and you go back to the peaceful life you once had.
What experiment?
What do you say, Elvin?
What are you on about right now? I don't... Is this all some sort of game to you? It's a game to me too, but that's... it's technicalities. Anyway, what are you on about? Okay, we got this one. Keywords companionship, symbolic of persons with affinity for each other. Appears here as we find it in the remote districts of the country, indicating progress and success. It will be advantageous to cross the great stream. It will be advantageous to maintain the firm correctness of the superior man. Personal affinity with or for each other makes sense. She's the one who tried to, on multiple occasions, be like, hey, your wife is gone, and now why don't we get together? It'll be advantageous to cross the great stream. I feel like the great stream is something within the I-Ching that I'm not terribly familiar with, and that perhaps in actually understanding what that is, we'd get a better understanding.
You are nothing but an ungrateful wretch. Without me, you would still be that pathetic homunculus caught in the trap of existence. You're going to feel very lonely. I was beginning to like you, Elvin.
Shut up, voice in the sky. I'm fine. What's this dude's? This dude's a hippie, so he no doubt has a sick I-Ching. Because he probably does I-Chings just in his spare time anyway. Okay, here it is. Keyword is disintegration. The finality of death indicates that in the state which it symbolizes, it will not be advantageous to make a movement in any direction whatsoever. That one's something to think about. This entire, like, I-Ching stuff and the analysis of that jazz is pretty much deserving of an entire, like, video in and of itself. I need some time to dwell on this, but regardless of whether or not we're dwelling, in this moment, we need to read 107 people's I-Chings, because this is sick stuff, mate. Okay, policeman's is number 3. Difficult beginnings, difficulty in getting started. Indicates that in the case which it is supposed, these will be great. There will be great progress and success, and the advantage will come from being correct and firm. But any movement in advance should not be lightly undertaken. There will be advantage in appointing feudal princes. I feel like the feudal princes part has no... I could have some bearing on the situation, but not too much. Pretty much is indicating that you need to act firm, but in the moment, not in advance. You have to spend time to think about what you'll do beforehand. That is interesting. Well, good luck, man. I don't think he really cares if we give him good luck, because these guys are just cardboard cutouts now. I mean, one could say that they were always cardboard cutouts and they're no better than they were before, but you know, what is it with Abraham Lincoln everywhere? I am gonna lose my mind with all of this Abraham Lincoln. My word. Oh, hey, dude. You were sick. What's your I-Ching? Who knows? Okay, this one is number 56, The Stranger, symbolic of exile. Intimates that in the condition which it denotes, there may be some little attainment and progress. If the stranger or traveler be firm and correct, he ought to be, there will be good fortune. Huh. Well, good for you. There'll be good fortune if you're firm and correct, friend. Hopefully you were firm and correct. I mean, you were talking about dogs earlier. Not really the best. Is there any way to go from here? I mean, I appreciate the whole reading of that dude's I-Ching, because that was, as with all of the other I-Ching readings, very interesting and worth further analysis, but I don't know, is there another place to go here? Let's just go on this elevator again. We're going back down. I didn't read these words that have been like clipping through the world the entire time, so we should probably go check those out. They're probably fairly important, I would guess. No doubt very important to understanding. Restricted area. Oh, that's not interesting. That's far less than interesting. Okay, where do we need to go from here? Now that we don't have any more I-Chings to read, we can actually, you know, progress a bit. Maybe. Can't go through there. There's nothing over there at all. Hey, hippie dude. Is there... Oh, there's a triangle up here. Cool. Nice. So if we just get over here...
I'm losing access to your neural substrate. Elvin, do something.
What do you want me to do?
I haven't finished transmitting my reports. I thought I would always be.
What do you mean you thought you would always be? Dude, you need to give me some understanding of what's going on here, because I have no clue, mate. I am just as confused as our narrator is right now. This is confuzzling stuff.
All this is most stimulating, my friend.
It is, isn't it?
I'm not your Virgil, and you are certainly not Dante.
Huh. Huh. 7. An army, the mass of humanity. Indicates how, in the case which it is purposed, which it purposes, with firmness and correctness and a leader of age and experience, there will be good fortune and no error. Well, we clearly were not the leader of proper age in that particular situation, I can assure you. We were not prepared for that situation.
Ruling over Mars like a Roman emperor.
That I was.
We are the hollow men. We are the stuffed men.
Now that's interesting, because that's juxtaposed to the fact that these people are simply cardboard cutouts.
What poet shall write the Odyssey of Elvin, set in the multiple dimensions of time?
It's very interesting, because, oh, it's just all going to be analysis right now, but pretty much he's saying that we are the stuffed men. Could possibly these people have more meaning than us in this situation? Is that chance what the narrator is trying to actually convey in this situation? Because although they be cardboard cutouts, they still have their I-Ching to give them a solid grounding in an understanding of a certain situation. They have a meaning of their own, but us, we're not even doing what we're doing for any particular reason, are we? I mean, I'm just playing a game, aren't I? Is that a good reason? This is number 3. Is this number 3? Difficult beginnings, difficulty in getting started. Great purpose, comes firm. This is the same one as that police officer down below in the museum area. Difficult beginnings. They certainly did have difficult beginnings, that's for sure.
Will you ever
Interesting.
find harmony with the world, Elvin?
Well, given that the majority of my world just simply, like, upped and left me before this all started, I don't think I'm ever going to find harmony.
Write the epilogue of your great book.
It's probably about that time. Am I just gonna, like, off myself or something? Because I feel like that's where this is all leading to.
1, 2, 3. Your loss crushes me. 4, 5, 6. Where are you?
Exactly. Precisely how I'm feeling about the situation. So crushed by the guilt, or just the reality that apparently Alice died. That we're gonna put out there. Alice is dead. Crushed by the acceptance of the fact that Alice is dead, and the fact that his wife then left him. Elvin is now a broken man. And these have clearly been some indication of his inner mind in different forms. This, no doubt, being the ultimate realization of something or other. But we have to figure out what that ultimate realization is of. Hello? Oh, it's spinning. How nice. What do we got? Are we done for? Is it over? Are we dead? Is that the situation here? Oh, this isn't good. This is not good at all. Are we going into the light now? I feel like we went into the light previously. Now we're going to the pits of hell. What do we got? What do we got? A desk. Oh, can we come to the desk and actually write something, perchance? Have we gotten to that point? Oh, are we slowing down? We're not slowing down, are we? No, I don't think we're slowing down. I think we're fine. What do we got? Oh, a typewriter. Okay, what about the typewriter? Are we gonna write something finally? I mean, something that's not like a report to Mars or something. What the heck? Oh, we're back home. Oh my lord, that's a good thing. That is a very good thing indeed. Hold up. Martian Minds. He wrote... That appears to be some form of manuscript of Martian Minds. The magazine of the unexpected. Well, we're home. Hopefully that's a good thing. Maybe we've gotten over our high at this point. Oh, nope. Have not yet gotten over the high. We are still in the grips of it. That is not good. Okay. Hello. Are we going back on an adventure again? Where is it? Where's the symbol? There it is. Whoa, what? That's it? Okay. I mean, I'm gonna level with you. This screen is tripping out like nobody's business. Don't know if this is on purpose or if it's some sort of accident, but this is tripping out. Well, I think that's the end of the series. That leaves you with a lot to think about. Like, everything in that episode is worth like an entire video just analyzing exactly what it's all about. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. But anyway, that brings us to the end of Californium. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. If you enjoy this credit scene, freaking out like nobody's business, should probably just blank it out because it's really freaking out right now. Then also leave a like, I guess. I mean, I guess you could leave a dislike if you don't like the credit screen, but I don't know, it's not particularly my fault, I don't think. Anyway, yeah, that is Californium. A game with very little actual gameplay, but totally holds itself up on narrative. The narrative was completely worth the general lack of gameplay. So, until whenever we may meet again, thanks for watching, and of course, enjoy the rest of your day.